Bruce, you got the 2 points. What wasn't easy. What do you think of Linus tonight? And is his game at a point where you might stick with him for a while?
Well, I guess that's kind of a two-parter right now. You know, with Tuukka being day to day, there may not be a choice. And I guess to go to the start of that, I mean, he's certainly played well enough today that it was a lot of work, heavy shot load the other night in Colorado. So I'll have to check to see how he is tomorrow, but his game was excellent tonight. Finding pucks, tracking pucks with a lot of traffic, recovering, playing inside the posts. Thought he did a real good job. It was a good defensive game for us, I thought, for the most part, with line rush opportunities, et cetera. Had a tough one there on the power play where they got him behind us. But other than that, it was, some ozone stuff where he's got to really work. I thought he did a really good job with that.
What exactly happened with Tuukka? Is it anything to do with the hip, or what's his?
It's a lower body. He came out of his last start and felt a little something, but we thought he would be fine for the trip. That's what he indicated to us, but I guess not as much a few days later. Didn't come around as much as he'd like. So that's the situation there.
Bruce, are you happy with the way, the steadiness that Linus has carried himself with in the midst of all the goaltending questions that have kind of swirled around you guys over the past few weeks?
I don't know. I guess I don't know what goaltending questions. We've had two guys here. We're reintegrating Tuukka in after a surgery, so we know there's going to be some ups and downs. Swayman, was sent to Providence. He's getting some quality starts there. Linus's job, is when he's in there is just give us the best chance to win as possible. It should not really matter anything else that's going on around him, to be honest with you. We made a commitment to him. He made a commitment to us. So that's the way I look at it. I know it's human nature to sort of, when you have free time, to sort of, I guess, go through things. But at the end of the day, when the puck drops, he's a good pro. Get ready to play, practice well. And then when it's your turn, go in there and, like I said, give us the best chance to win. And I think with us, Matt, the biggest thing we always look for is with goaltending is obviously timely saves. Try not to let any kind of soft ones in. And at the end, we'll play hard in front of you most nights. Try not to really limit second chances. So make that key first stop. And he was able to do a lot of that tonight.
Kevin Dupont.
Bruce, I've got the standard midpoint in the season question, but before that, have you ruled Tuukka out from Monday, and might you bring Swayman?
We haven't ruled him out for anything. It's Sunday in Dallas. We'll see how he is tomorrow. We're going to practice, see how his availability is. If he's not available, doesn't feel like he's going to be available Sunday or Tuesday, we would have to look at obviously Swayman. Grosnick is here. He's a taxi squad goaltender. Not sure how that, how that flip works. But at the end of the day, Swayman's a guy that would deserve the opportunity. Weather issues obviously may prevent that tomorrow. I'm not even sure how that's playing out in Boston right now. But at the end of the day, yes, Swayman would be the guy if either goaltender went down for any reason.
Okay. And here you are, you're tracking for, 105, 106 points. You got to feel good about that. Can you just give us your assessment here over the first 3.5 months?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're halfway, and we're, if you said just, if we have the same second half as first half, we're a 50-win team, we're a 100-point team. That will get you into the playoffs, typically. From there, how is your game going into the playoffs? How is your health, et cetera? So those questions will remain to be answered. But I think what's happened this year, Kevin, most years, if you're on that kind of pace, you're fighting for first place. But, the Floridas and Tampas and Toronto, to a certain extent, are up around 700 hockey. So we haven't really been close to that, and we've made up some ground lately, but it's a solid season. There was some hiccups early on. We went through some new bodies that are still getting acclimated, doing a much better job with that. We shuffled some things around. Added a goalie, put one in Providence. So all in all, I think we're trending in the right direction. Second half is when you want to be playing your best hockey. Hopefully that's the case for us. So we've put ourselves in a position to go into the second half and in a good spot in the standings, still chasing teams. We would love to catch them, but make sure our game keeps trending in the right direction.
I should have asked on Linus too. It looked like in the last minute he went to the bench either for injury or repair. Did something happen there?
He had a bloody nose, so I don't know if he got caught a stick puck. There was a lot of bodies in front of the net, a skate, anything. So something hit him in the beak, and so he was leaking a little bit. So we got that fixed up. He's as handsome as ever.
Thanks.
Yep.
Last one will go to Jimmy Murphy.
Hey, Coach. Maybe I'm reaching here for a silver lining, but let's say Tuukka's out for a few days, maybe even more. Could it be a good time to for him and you guys to just sort of reset and reevaluate and kind of get a better feel for what's happened in the first few games of his comeback?
Well, I think Jimmy, we all know he's not where he needs to be, and some of that is just he needs work. He needs to play. He needs to play hockey games to get into his rhythm and get back at it. It's tough to jump right into the middle of the season. So that part of it, we're aware of that. As for the break, now you're away from hockey. So, he's the type of guy that hasn't had a lot of work. So it's almost the opposite where he needs reps, needs practice, needs games. But at the end of the day, taking a step away, if he can't go for the next couple of starts, then hopefully use it to his advantage. But we're still going to have to do the same evaluation coming out of it. We made a commitment. He made a commitment. That's where we're at with it. There just hasn't been enough games to say, okay, we're right here, right now, or he's the pecking order is this, and this. The guy that goes in the net every night, we want him to give us the best chance to win. And Linus has been doing a good job of late. He's, much better than the start of the year. So that's a positive. We were hoping Tuukka's health would be a positive. A little hiccup here. Swayman continues to get games, so that's a positive. So we're looking at it that way. Not to deflect from your question, but I don't think a break is great right now for him in terms of just his getting to play, but mentally getting away this time of the year. Who knows? We'll see coming out of it.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.